This ad is sponsored by The Infatuation, the restaurant decider.
For years my wife and I couldn't decide where we should dine to celebrate our anniversary until one day a friend recommended a place called The Infatuation. They discovered online The Infatuation decides the best restaurant for any occasion, any situation, for every location, whether it's anniversary or birthday celebration. Why hassle when you can download the app or log on to theinfatuation.com.
Hello, friends. This is Brooklyn Style, independent recording artist, podcast, radio host. I joined Anchor because I love music. And because I love music, I wanted to do new and exciting things. In fact, joining Anchor was the best career choice I've made. There are no contract signing fees. Anchor is 100% absolutely free. And it's easy to use. Go to anchor.fm/start.
Sponsored by Anchor.
You are listening to Praise and Worship Hour on Hilltime Music Radio.
Praise and Worship Hour. Songs of Inspiration.
You're listening to Praise and Worship Hour on Hilltime Music Radio. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. We're going to leave you with a little Sunday school. So, folks, enjoy, be blessed.
Shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. School.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snares of the fowl, and from the no skin pestilence.
He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
And thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that maketh at noonday.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh to thee.
Only with thy eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thou inhabitants.
There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways.
They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, and the young lion and the dragon shall thou temper under feet.
Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble, and I will deliver him and honor him.
With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Living with God's loving assurance. I love that one. That's pretty cool. His assurance. You put a good. Yeah, on it. It is a positive declaration intended to give confidence of a promise. Assurance. He promised. He declared that he declared. Amen. Thank God for living with God and loving assurance. He's best believer. He's the best believer because he said, I'll never leave you, nor will I forsake you. He believe that he has not forsaken you, nor has he forgotten about you. Amen. And we live and read our introduction on page 333.
The word of Psalm from Hebrew is telling, which means praise. The English title is derived from the Greek translation Some have referred to the song as Israel Hymnal, which is partially true, but overall it is sufficient to account for all that is in the song. More than one-third of the collection is made up of prayers to God. Therefore, it contains both hymns and prayers that were used in the context of Israel's worship. Psalm 1 is the gateway to the entire collection. It presents what has come to be called the true way. The process of winnowing his chaff from grain is an image of the two ways of their consciousness. Hence, the rest of the song elaborates on this theme in a variety of ways. Love songs that glorify God, songs of adoration for God's steadfast love, and love songs of praise to God for all God's mighty works of goodness. And Psalm 91 closes this unit with a praise song to God for assurance of protection and comfort for those who love God. Thank you, Jesus. It's just the last part of this is the anniversary, but we have talked about acts of being encouraged. You know, the Lord, you can say, if you can serve God, that's the song and praise. Lord, me, tells my great love for she's really strong, but yet we read it. Because when we go to the so every time we go to as far as you don't know nothing, you just go grab some from the Old Testament. You don't know nothing that's good to read, but read that because that's one that God is a song. And then you can talk adore me. Tell us his goodness, not your goodness. You ain't doing nothing good, nothing. So there's no good thing lying in this flesh. So therefore, we thank God for that, but we know we got to finish reading this because we didn't finish. All right, come on with it. People often live in fear that misfortune will be fallen. Where can we find protection from danger? The psalmist looks to God for protection in the midst of life's calamity. Those who know God's name are in covenant relationship with him. The Lord delivers, protects, answers, honors, satisfies, and reveals his salvation through the preservation of blessings of Israel. Because God is what he said he is. So you have to first develop a relationship with him. So you know, yeah, we're going to have trouble. That's cool. Everybody has trouble. Yeah. But we know who to call on in trouble. You got to know who to call on. You just can't call everybody because everybody's not going to do it. But if you know the name of Jesus, amen, God's promise, call on me. And I will answer and I will show you great and magnificent things you know not. Call me. He said, you call me, man. Yeah. He's that good of a God. That he is, I love that we talk about Jesus, because that's what the devil told me. And it's something put in my heart. Peter and come to. Yeah, you know, this is what he's telling us today. You know, let's come to this. Nah, it's not right for you to kiss God. But know that if you call on him, he's going to answer you. Answer you. It's either good or bad. You probably say yes or no. And sometimes we have not developed a relationship that we can handle some stuff. Ain't you glad about that? Ooh, y'all just say, because we asked for some stuff that we really did, because we really were too enough for it, and we wasn't ready for it. And there's some things people said, no, you ain't having that. No, you can't have this one, and no, you can't have that. And no, I'm not giving it to you. But we be mad sometimes, but then as you grow up and you understand, you try to develop that relationship. Lord, I thank you because I still didn't need that. And so you have to find yourself thanking him for not allowing that he is so good at stopping towards us. Amen. That he knows where we are, knows what we really need and what we don't really need. Amen. But we with our bad stuff that we can do. That Bible background information, come on your feet. Let's get out of here. Across this yours. The book of Psalms ranged from the time of Moses, 1550 BC,
the time following the exile century or later. There are rigorous talks about real life and real life issues. Overall, it addresses one's fears, but also has the faith that God will bring them through and keep them safe. The psalmist looks to God for protection in the midst of life's calamity. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. A song of faith. 1. The solitary voice of faith. How high up that secret place must be. How deep the silence up there. How pure the air. How far above the poisonous mist that clings to the low-lying swamp. How far out of reach of the arrows or shots of the foreman is he that dwelleth with God by communion, by consistency of desire, by aspiration, and by clear recognition of the divine goal of all his work. He that dwelleth thus in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Since he is Almighty, the long shadow, that great rock cast will shelter him who keeps beneath it from the burning rays of the fiery sunshine in every weary land. Let me keep myself in touch with God, and I keep myself master of all things, and secure from the evil that is in evil. 2. The great assurance which answers to this solitary voice of faith. He that believeth shall never die. We must remember Old Testament conditions when we read Old Testament promises and apply New Testament interpretation to Old Testament assurance. 3. A deeper voice. Still coming in and confirming the enlarging promise, God himself speaks, promising deliverance, consequence upon fixed love, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. Anything you want to tell me? Promise. Good morning, Sakara. And declare the works of the Lord. So if you read about the rain and Moses, you know, he said, he that dwelleth in the secret place. And under this is so you picture as an eagle with our wings, the eggs, and the that's what God does for us. He hides us. Amen. And I thank God for that because you know some days we've been going through. He gets there. There's some things I did. He didn't do it. I did. So I have to confess myself and let Lord help me. And that's the problem. I can't blame the devil because the devil didn't do it. I did. We got so many people who blame the devil. No, just because he brought it to you doesn't mean you have to take it. There you go. So you have to understand. It's me. We got to do that. And we have to quit relying on the devil and confess it. It was me, Lord. I did it. Please forgive me. Because he ain't got none. Until I yield it to him. Then he has that control. Because when you yield it to him, that's why I come to out of all the animals think about all the animals in this world. The snake yield to the devil. So he can come in because see, the devil is the spirit. They worship him, must worship him to that God. Because God is a spirit. Amen. But he could not do anything unless you allow him in to do it. All right? And so we got to understand that, that's why I said, we can't blame him for things. Yeah, he cause some things to happen, but it ain't for you to jump on. You can do some things, but that means, that you have to yield to it or do anything to it, but we have to understand it's that enticing us because our eyes see. But God, nothing has to stop to your face. God's voice is still high, and you can still hear it if you just be quiet sometimes. That's it. That's the key. You got to be quiet and be still. And listen. He'll show you something. He'll tell you something that we would just yield to him. Not to our own temptation, but him. And let him know that, Lord, I'm waiting on you. And you know, the master, I love him because he's going to do what he said he's going to do. He's blood covering us, he protects us, and he asks him to look over other people for our sake. And thank God that he does those things. But some people don't understand. I love that. I pray for my kids every day. Because I don't know if they're sinning or not sinning. The sister said they're sinning, Lord bless them. Lord cover them with blood. This is what Job did. I loved it when I read it. I thought, what? Job said I have to cover my kids. He said I think they need to fix. Anyway, over there, if they sinning, Lord, cover them with your blood. They were praying for them when they died. He had sense of prayer upon them before the devil took them out. Because he does this daily. He's been prayed over. See what I'm saying? You have to cover your children. And hey, if they doing right, they doing wrong. Lord bless them. Cover with the blood, Lord Jesus. Please, blood of Jesus. On my grandchildren. Got to get on them some days. If that's good, so I tell the Lord, bless them. Blood cover. You got to cover them. Because they don't know what they're doing. I know about Jesus. It is good. He said, Lord, forgive them, but they don't know what they do. Because some of us do things we know not to do. Sometimes we know to do it, don't do it. Lord, forgive me and still yet. Blood cover me. Look over. Because just the care of the same mission. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then we want God to get us out. Lord, forgive me. And then guess what? He's a just God to do it. I'm a just God to do it because you asked me to do it. Because you can't let sin harbor because you got to let it out. And you got to get it out of you because if not, it's going to be like cancer eating. You got a lot of people harboring unforgiveness. All these little things is just killing them. It'll kill you, sister, bitterness. He said grow in grace. He didn't say grow in bitterness, grow in hatred. She didn't say that. He said grow in grace. Yeah. No, you want to love. Hey, that's what we do. We got to learn to love one another. I said people don't understand it, but it's funny here. Because we have to love one another. You don't have to, regardless of what they did or say, we have to forgive them. Because I look at the Lord, they don't know me. It don't matter. They don't know me, Sister Sarah. They don't know me. They see me. They know of me, but they don't know me. You don't know me. I like the way God I know Michael Jackson. I know Michael Jordan. Yeah, but I don't know. I know of them, but I don't know them. And that's what's wrong with people. They think they know God, but you don't know God because you have never sat down and developed a relationship with Him. And all the stupid stuff coming out, we keep showing this crazy stuff. You gotta denounce religion, and it's about the energy, right? The energy, the universe. You gotta say the universe. I said, wait a minute, y'all are the most crazy people. I'm gonna say, well, who made the universe? Okay, well, you look up. Who made the universe? So who you got in it? And y'all on this Jesus kick. He's coming back. I said, yeah, he's coming back. He's showing you. We see how people, the religion is just a duty. So before you ask me anything, because I want to ask you. Tell him, it's just duty. That man on the drunk is a corner. He's a drunk. He's alcoholic. That's his religion. Every morning, his sister tell you to thank him, he's going to go get him a drink. Because that's his duty. He's religious to do this thing. Well, they trying to put God in the this and that. Rules and records, everybody got what you say. Even the universe is on some rules and regulations, because that sun better come up when God said come up. And that sun better sit down when God said sit down. Am I right or wrong? I woke up yesterday the other morning, I seen the moon still setting and the sun is coming up. I said, God, you great. It was a full moon setting right that way, and the sun is coming up. But it does, you see, they don't understand that the sun, they ain't even think the moon. The bird has to search. Why? It can't do nothing else. That's what God has made it. So that's his religion. See what I'm saying? They don't understand and think they understand, but they don't understand. He's looking at people and I said, y'all believe this stuff. I said, we in the day and time, the word of God, so you can read the word of God and you see it. Because guess what? Because he said in his word, I know it's been over 2,000 years ago, right? And it said that mothers will begin daughters and daughters begin. Am I right? Is it anything in the word? Then he says fathers and sons gonna do what? All right, but then it said about the pictures. What did it say there was gonna be so many? And it's rulers and ruling the Lord. So who are we gonna believe in this day and time? I believe in that whole word. That word, his word is true. I don't care what none of y'all say, because I don't worry about no light, because God controls the light. They said the universe, well, how did the universe come? It didn't come up two big things for you. You better wake up and set them on the conscience. If it was a big bang theory, who the heck you did? He gave the big bang. Thank you. He named it. There was nobody else there, but what he did, he spoke it in existence. He said, let there be. And there it was. And so in knowing all this, you know, it's just crazy. I said, I believe in Jesus. Yeah, he's coming back. I said, then I'm trying to figure out, okay, if it's all about this energy there, it's like energy. If because of the energy, we ought to change it. Our energy. Energy, it's all about energy. Why people still burn it? They just drop it like that. Just as fast. You say, hey, you're not going to be a camera. You know, if you really look at it, it makes you be a camera for every day of your life. You should be grateful. You should be reading it well. That's what an adoration and a faith. This is a patience. Every day, because you're going to make you need it. They don't understand. But I said, but we're living in a day. He said this time will come and it's here. And I love that because he said that they will believe. They'd rather believe a lie than the truth. So if I can tell you the truth, you still ain't going to believe me. Because you'd rather believe a lie. And be dead. Then believe the truth. This is the day and time that we're living in. So I defended myself and nobody got it. Whatever, believe what you want. Believe what you want. But I know one thing. For sure, I know that Jesus stepped on the right hand of my Father and that he was breathing and intercession for me. Amen. Regardless of what go on down here, I know he's yet there, Sister Terry, and he yet there. Have mercy on them, Daddy. They don't know what they're talking about, but hold on, Daddy, just live right on. And I'm like looking at, oh, it's going to come. Y'all going to live. He said every knee. That thing is coming. Every knee. Every knee gonna have to bow. Every tongue gonna have to confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Y'all want this Jesus kick? I show him I'm gonna stay on the Jesus kick as long as I live. When I'm in my grave, I'm gonna still say Jesus. My body gonna holler Jesus because that's what I love. I love the name of Jesus. Because that's what I got to get that resurrection power. Because one day they got to resurrect out of here. They don't understand. They just thinking, oh, there ain't gonna be no energy. Because energy can't raise you from the dead. But you gonna raise from the dead. They like with the psychics and all that, you know, the miracles and all that stuff, like that. It's like that. That energy is like energy. And trying to find something to believe in other than the true and living God. L-O-U. He's the true and living God. Yeah. Talked about that last Sunday in El Shaddai. Hey, Almighty. More than enough. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand. But if they would just put themselves down and listen to what the word of God is saying, you would read his word, you could tell that it's true. Because what had happened is happening. Might as well. You would get on. You would get on it because you're back to the attitude. You might want to get out of here because some people don't do that. And the energy can't do it.
Not the right energy. That's the right energy.
Ain't nothing, no prestige, nothing. And it ain't gonna be no prestige or nothing. Only one thing is gonna happen. When you get the mark of the beast, you can be saved. And you know what? I don't want your mark. I don't want nothing to do with you. And this is where we at. What you got, Sister Carter? Jesus just got off that 40 days when he used his flesh was on. His spirit was, but the flesh. Spirit was high, but the flesh was weak. And so he had to get that flesh under subjection where he was. And so he knew, and the devil knew. So the difference is the devil don't mess with you when you're on the high. It's when you're on your low. It's when you're on your low. He's a bad fighter. He's one of those who like to cheat, those things, do all they can to get you off track. But that ain't God said, Jesus had to get that flesh under subjection. So I don't understand, because they didn't understand that, the devil was a beautiful angel, and he was on one of their praises to God. All these songs, and he had music songs. But he had some iniquity because he said, I see him do that. And I feel my funeral bill. So I'm going to make myself high. But you know that the devil knows Jesus. He knew Jesus. He knew Jesus Christ. He knew that. He was right there when he was there. He walked with him. It's over there, because when you see over the door, there he is over there. There's the devil walking. And there's Jesus right there. Wait a minute, There's people going to feel that Jesus still was. He was still there. He's been there from the beginning. He's ain't never. He's still there. He said, that's God that you hear. Where you going? I'm going to and fro, thinking who I may be. He on his job. And then he said, oh, what do you consider my servant? Have you considered my servant? Jesus was so powerful, the angels were, the devil he was, that's why he did. So he quoted that, because when we just go on and just add to and you see these angels are coming, it's in God. But our down self, Jesus Christ, that's what we think you want to be more high than we are. And you can't do that. You're not supposed to tempt God. He said, don't tempt the Lord our God. And he told him, he quoted the word back to him. Because he knew the devil understood and knew the word of God. But I'm going to try to throw him out because, he's hungry, and I know if I can just get him tripped up. How you going to hire me something? I can laugh at anything. Why is he offering something to Jesus that he already had? He already had. If you bow down, what I do, that's what he said. He ain't got it in the first place. Because God wants everything in his hand. Everything. And so, you get so critical, I'm like, okay, love is one thing. Why keep others? Why praying for something you already got? Y'all know he got it. You just got to keep. Right. You have it. You have it to say that we got to have it. It's our belief system. It's what it is. All one time is believing who God said he is. Will God do what he said he's going to do? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But we keep forgetting as Christians and as saints of God, we keep forgetting where he's from. And we have to keep it in mind. That's why we got to be together. That's why I said something else about that together. Because we got to keep in mind of each other. And be encouraging that God is soon to come, and then that we have to encourage each other, because it's not going to get no better. Make your world, it's not going to get no better. comes by hearing the word of God. Other people don't understand it, you know, I gotta keep going, you know, and when it's all, and he's right, we're in the day of technology is so advanced, and it's getting ready to get even more advanced, but we yet have to still symbolize that. Our children ain't gonna have to go to church or anything. They can go right here. I don't have to go to church. I can go right and get the word. But he told me to stop, not to sin. So I'm gonna put this aside. I'm going to church. I hear the word from God. And I put this aside because I want to see God. I want to hear, but I want to hear them old songs. Yeah, I could got it on him to do that. Yeah, that's true. But it's the same. It's being in the presence of the faith. Because somebody do. Because that's how we overcome one another. They help you. Hey, how you do? Because right now we're in a society, they don't even talk. You know, people don't even talk to each other every time. They'll text you. I'm so old, I gotta go pick up the car. No, I can't do all the pictures. Shoot. Thank God. I'm not fast with that. I don't see people all I can do that. Because that's me. And that ain't my daily time. So for Terry, we didn't have to do nothing. You pick up the phone and you call. And if you didn't have a phone, nobody had a phone. Oh, well, we'll catch him the next time. You know, ain't that what we did? But now you don't have to do that. That's what he kept me. He said, now this first technology, next phone. We used to do letters. This is the first thing that came out. Letters, just communication, right? So they wrote the letters, Sister Terry. That was just too slow. So now they say Bell made the phone. I know the black man never did it. Anyway, so he made that phone. So now we're talking. They had a 2-card line. Somebody had to get off on 2. So somebody had to make more than lines. I just can't have 2 lines here. I need to make more lines. So they did. And so now we're on the phone. And so now we have a phone. And if you're not there, then they tell you it's fast enough, so they made pages. And so the pages still wasn't going too bad, so we had to wait for the pages. So they got cell phones. So in 1984, these black men made cell phones. And so we got cell phones now, right? And so after cell phones, then if it still ain't fast enough to talk to you, I got voicemail, and we need voicemail, right? And if it ain't, I can text you. You know what I'm saying? All these things for us. Amen. And yet we don't, our kids, they don't know how to talk to each other. They don't know how to conversation. That's why it's important that you go to church. They don't have to go. They want to talk. No person. You don't need no person no more. No. You let you teach them yourself. But they really don't need a person because everything that you got to type it in. And all these things of technology is still going, okay? You ain't even got to even type no more. You sit right here and start telling what you want to say. Say this and say that. Okay, thank you. Send it. And that's it. And then you got email. You know, it don't matter. You know, you got to write a letter. Don't take long. You need your email address. Okay, I need to talk to you. Now, then I got this and that.
Not like people have had to sit there and actually do research in college for your 5 or 10 pages. That's what you have to do. Now you just get on the computer, find such and such, paraphrase such and such, and you just got it like on the headset, and there's your thing picking up for you.
And you see, and this is how advanced technology is. And so, but what our children and other people are failing to see that we're not developing social skills. We're not developing social skills. Social skills. Where I can sit here and talk to you and have a conversation with you. And to say, yes, that's it, me enough to talk to you. And I will not. And so I love people don't feel that my children been doing speeches all their life. And so they don't mind getting up in front of people. I want to sign up, but you can do it. that develop a way to speak. And so that's why it's so important when kids are trying to Easter and get them up ready to speak, because one of them will find somebody in the future, because we don't know who God is calling in the future to stand up and talk. We got so many people scared to go and talk to people. We got to learn how to go up here and begin to speak. Because I'm serious. This is not me. I am not one. Thank you. Because I'm telling you right now, because I'm an introvert. The introvert is I can stand be myself and I'm be happy. I got my ways in this thing. I don't need nobody really. I can be by myself and enjoy myself. And that's what people that work couldn't understand. One, two, and then they get to find out, and then there's some extroverts, where they receive off of the others. They need other people being around. That's extrovert, and the other people around see their energy, and they're satisfied with that because they need people.
But you got people that can be both.
You get they in both of them. They're in both of them. Some, they're both. And then sometimes I have to step out. That's what I do. That's what I have to do. You know, and it's work all the time. Y'all don't understand. I don't think I'm being, can I be honest with you? I really didn't think that. I don't know when I can't say that I don't say, some people, he can't say nothing.
Oh, no, they didn't have to shit. Oh, he must have heard about something. Somebody must get God gave the word.
No, really, when I say, oh, you did it. No. Because I don't know. Did I get my point from my problem? Did I get my point across? Or did I get my say it right? And then because I have things coming in my mind, everyone's talking to that. And so Sister Bear, what I like is not, I have 2-3 words in there. You would be amazed what I say and what I have written down is two totally different things. I am serious.
I think yours too. You've done that.
And so when I said, I didn't, because I didn't get that one. But I said, oh no, but I was ready to leave. That one means because I know it. Come on in. 338.
Poetry, imagery, and song.
That's right on the board.
All I learned is Psalm 91. Known as the Psalm of Protection. It is untitled and its authorship is a mystery. Also unknown is when the psalm was written. It has been given a Latin title, Quahapta, derived from the first verse. In Jewish culture, it is recited before bed at 7 times during a burial ceremony. For some Christians, it is recited on the first Sunday of Lent. In the medieval Western Church, the psalm was included in Good Friday readings. Jewish schools of thought suggest that a nameless psalm is credited to the author of the preceding psalm. If this theory holds true, Moses is the author of Psalm 91. Other times, the psalm's author can be discovered later in Scripture. For instance, early believers quoted verses from Psalm 2, an unnamed psalm attributed it to David. God, a Bible aim. Students will explore God's promises and how they apply to belief. God, our shelter. God's invitation goes out to anyone who seeks Him. He is a non-discriminatory and inclusive. To dwell means to remain in a place for a time, because God wants us but does not need us. His arms are always open
When we come to this realization, to be in his shadow means that his presence is over us for our protection. The name Almighty in Hebrew is El Shaddai. The writer then expresses what the proper response is once we agree with God about who he is and how he sustains and protects us. He is ultimately the one we can wholeheartedly trust. The Hebrew word for dwell, shasha, means to inhabit or remain. In this text, Shabbat describes the importance of remaining in the secret place, while Shabbat can also be translated as merely to sit. This context makes it obvious that the subject of this song habitually stays in God's secret place. The Hebrew word for in the secret is station, which can refer to a shelter or hiding place. The phrase of God's protection conveys the idea of returning to God's abode, staying consistently in his presence, getting completely acquainted or connected with him, and resting permanently in him. The secret place is a refuge, a place of safety, and a covering from all forms of destructive elements that seek to attack or destroy the children of God, and to prevent us from experiencing the fullness of God's blessings and peace and his divine providence. At least once in Scripture, God's secret place is in the tabernacle. The word translated Almighty here is in Hebrew Shaddai. It represents an ancient title of God's protected and providential character, and God was greatly feared by the enemies of God's people. In other words, God's children must make the Lord their refuge and habitation. In the Hebrew, the word refuge, mahaka, means shelter from rain or storm from danger. That's on the definition right there. Therefore, the Lord has delegated his angels and the power of the Holy Spirit to build a solid spiritual wall of defense around the people to keep them from destruction. The psalmist deliberately established a connection between forces of opposition and God's sovereign protection. For instance, on the one hand, words such as share of the cloud in Hebrew are yakosh, meaning trapper or bait layer for game or fish. This phrase seems to imply that these are not natural disasters, but rather man-made threats intent on unleashing havoc in people's lives. The poetry builds out different sorts of trouble and attacks that can harm the right. The response is faith in the Lord's protection of his people in the light of trouble. The word pestilence in Hebrew is deeper, which means plague or disease. This part of Psalm 91 conveys how natural and man-made forces of evil can work against people and their communities and bring about death and destruction. There are two metaphors used for God's protection in verse 4, those of wings and of a shield and buckler. The picture is of God protecting his faithful servant as a mother bird, which you just said, protects her offspring, shielding them from the elements as armor protects a soldier going into battle. These images are also illustrated in other memorable scriptures. Feathers are ascribed to God, only one of the place. A verse that also uses the same Hebrew word for hoover, that describes the Spirit of God hovering over creation at the beginning. God's metamorphical feathers of protection are far reaching and powerful. The word shield
refers to a large shield that covers the entire body, while the Hebrew word translated buckler, which is used only here in all scripture, refers to something that surrounds a person. Here, God's truth protects us from whatever the enemy throws at us. His truth leads us to understand absolute right and wrong, which God's word reveals to us. If we surround ourselves in His truth, we have a safe starting point. Fear is an enemy with the power to torment and cause disruptive behavior. Fear has the power to neutralize a person's deep faith and absolute trust in the power and wisdom of God. But the perfect love of Christ through the power of the Holy Spirit can cast out fear. When the children of God believe in the faithfulness of God and the unchanging power of His promise to protect, lead, and provide for them, it lays a strong foundation for exercising absolute confidence in His ability to provide for their spiritual salvation too. When a child of God dwells in his secret place, there is no reason to be frozen because of terror that comes by night or the arrow that flies by day. The Hebrew word translated as destruction in the text refers to pestilential epidemics. But God will protect us from these. The guardianship of the Lord is active throughout the entire day. Indeed, for all time, for the one hiding in His presence, the Lord is ever ready in His love and power to defend and protect us from challenges that the enemy has designed to destroy our intentions and efforts as we progress toward God's plan for our lives. Although plagues and problems and past and masses, they do not touch the person dwelling in the secret place of God's presence. The protection of the Lord can preserve us. The preserved one becomes a survivor in the midst of the tragedy. When those who rebel against God and mistreat their neighbor are receiving the punishment that destroys many. Those who remain faithful and obedient, who trust God for their protection, will be safe.
Amen. So that means we are hope. We ain't like everybody else, but he never can be else. Because he said that, you know, we're fixing to do that. That means we ain't got to worry about it. It's the fact that it's what you pray the times you already have to tell them. But what you do is to be kind of hard. The Lord will accept around man-made things that we can read about. There's a lot. There's a whole lot of them. There's a lot of them. It's a way to people around here. Oh, traffic stuff. You look at me wrong.
Oh, this is that man, the neighbor in Chicago. That one in Chicago, the man ran the woman over and the kids were sitting in the car with her. Ran her over, and ran back over, and ran over and killed her. She was just 32 years old.
And you're crazy. He's got the notion of statement that he's talking about the really people. Look at the neighbor.
That kid said that football play.
Now, you know,
Oh, but that's hard to say.
I'm not going to tell you that he, you know, that's nice. You better know this to have to be serious.
The purpose says living with God, loving the truth. It's declaring that I live with God and I know that He's going to protect me. That declaration is a promise. And God said, I'll never leave you, nor will I forsake you, I will never abandon you. And so many times, so much things are going on in this world, this present world. It's time not to try to, it's time to know who He is and stand on His word. And say, Lord, you said. And bring back into His remembrance His word. Because, Lord, you said You're going to provide for me. Lord, you said. You said, Lord. It wasn't me that said it, you said it. And we have to do that because this daily time that we're living in, we have to be protected. I have never crazy. We got a whole bunch of crazy kids. I ain't gonna tell y'all a bunch of them. When somebody was saying, you touch me, right? I looked at little boy and said, boy, you lucky to say that. I looked right at him and I said, because sister said, you don't know who you talking to. No, can't do that. You can't not do that. Yeah. Little bit of bird. And that's what God does to us. That's what he does. It's like, okay, we gotta hold it. But you know, do you understand? Oh my God, he's doing right now. And he's covering us. Because, you know, y'all know, you can look back in your corners of your mind. You should have been there, but because of that. Right. You know, you think, but he covered over us. And thank God for his hovering power, and thank God that he's keeping it there. That's why it's so important that we do these things. Because, hey, it ain't time yet. Put it there. And understanding that we got to develop social skills. It's beyond all this, you know, sometimes you got to put that thing down and learn to talk to people, learn to communicate. I mean, I can't get to them. Here.
And that's why they say now the kids is lacking in social skills.
Yeah, because they don't. No, they do.
They still do writing, math, and all that still, but they still have that extra like capacity that they have to do stuff on. Yeah, they still do that.
They don't have computers.
Oh, they got that.
No, they have computers. But you still have to learn to math. Okay, I have to do spelling words, all this. I still do writing.
Yeah.
Because I still have to do writing. Some of them still have to do essays and all that. They still doing it. And some have to, but you're gonna have to work your brain because you're gonna work. And so people look, are you bored? No, I'm not bored. I'm just trying to keep me alive and I enjoy myself. And understanding that now they still that they just don't teach them cursive anymore because there's no need to when you have the phone and you can go on and type because everything else is really honest. So far as math is still on the computer or English is on the computer, you know, all those things, but you still have to have stuff. They have social studies. They have to learn some stuff. They got to learn this is not on the computer. So they do these things and the kids can get some kind of social skills. That's why we still have seniors, so they have some kind of social skills and things that they can develop teaching. So and church is the extra one because it's a church that God.
That's when they get to know different
kids and you get to know him and then you get to develop how to be a friend, how to treat people. And this is what God is so mad is that he wants us to always come together because he wants us to know that, you know what, Sister Terry went through this week and he blessed her that. Well, Sister Terry, I went through that last year. You don't have to worry because, you know, I had to tell the person, you know, because I got laid off. I said, girl, that's the best time to be. That's when I had all my money when I was laid off. You thought I didn't have money. I had a lot of money when I was laid off. I had more money when I was laid off than I had left. I was like, dang. But that's what it was. God protecting, God providing for me. I can tell y'all that he did this because then I told the lady, I said, you know what, you be all right because God going to bring you through this. But if I never experienced, I can never tell you. And so this is where we have to really This is where our social skills get together, so we get to testify and tell of God's goodness and how He has delivered me from this point to that point, this point to that point. Because He's still doing it. He's still great. He's still awesome. Amen. He's still awesome. He's terrible. He's all those things because He is God, and He takes time out for little old you. I don't know anybody telling you to look in the world. How many women are in the world? Who takes time and women in the world, and this big old world, and He takes time to listen to you.
We listen to all of them. He do it at the same
He's phenomenal. Now He's the one that's phenomenal. He's illuminating all that.
Everybody wants at the same time.
You got to understand that this God that we serve in the universe, that He takes time out of the year. Just not me to cry. I thank God for that. I thank God for hearing my cry. Thank God. Because see, some people don't understand, and our children don't understand. For every reaction, there's consequences. There is going to be a reaction. It's going to have some consequences, and everything ain't going to be good. And the world is trying to, the school system is trying to say, oh, you crippling my kid. I can't have you crippling my kid. Because that ain't right. You better say that.
They doing it.
That ain't right. So, Sarah, that ain't right. You can cut somebody out and you voted for it. That ain't right. You said no, but you know what happened? Because anybody out on his lifetime, guess what? They don't care anymore. They keep pushing. And you go, that's your problem. Because that's your problem. That ain't my problem. They're going to tell you that. Now, I tell you, you got to get yourself together. Because life is not like that. People don't care who you is, who your mama, your daddy is, who you is, and where you are. They don't care about that.
I said, look at the president. He got kids. Do you think people care about his kids and his wife and stuff? Nope.
They don't even care about it. Nobody cares. So don't think you say because you can do this and that don't mean nothing to nobody. You better wake up and smell the morning coffee. You better be doing people right because the word of God declares that you're going to reap what you sow. So the world itself does not care. But Jesus said, and He loves you. And you have to love Him back. He don't care if you don't love Him back, but He loves you. Sister said, because He just read, He said, I need that.
We don't need that. We need Him.
But do you realize?
There
you go. Till you realize, open up your eyes and understand it. I need God. I need Him. I need Him every step I take, every move I make. I need Him. I can't move, I can't breathe, I can't do anything without God. Until you come to the realization of that, then you will understand how much you need Him and not Him needs you. Because He don't need you. Guess what? Too many women over here, Sister Terry. But He took the time out. Thank you, Jesus. To see what I have need of. Because that world right here don't care. I don't care what nobody said. The world does not care. He said the world hates me. And so they're going to hate you. Don't take it personal, y'all. Don't take it personal. That's what He just said. Don't take it personal. They hate me first. But I want you to know, they're going to hate you.
But you can go deal with it. If I went through it,
you can't do this. Understanding that the world doesn't, and I look at the world. I'm looking, y'all gotta get this education. These kids, I'm like, y'all don't understand. You don't have to be you don't understand. You better get every education you can get. Because when it stops, it's gonna stop. And guess what's gonna happen? They already got their diploma. They already got their thing. You don't want to get yours.
It didn't work.
It don't matter. They just can't get out of high school. That's the problem. They can't even get out of high school. They can't do that. They can't do. They still. You online. You've been here for 4 years. You still can't get out of high school.
Something wrong with you.
There you go. Because it's the time.
It made it easier for them than they did for me.
There you go. I said, I wish we could have get on to do this thing with the there. That's what it is. And do this and keep doing this and keep doing this and then gotta leave.
And I know they
You know they can say right on the book to the test. So they sit on the book and hear that book, I mean, that thing is going. And it's reading to them.
And they still take that. Thank you.
Now, no more.
Thank you.
So
we had a
I
passport.
just wanted y'all to know that. Hallelujah. God is still good. We in Sister Tara's hands.
Pastor, ready for you? Okay. Let us pray. Our gentle, mighty, and caring God gives us so much and loves us more than we can fathom. We are grateful. You save us from ourselves in so many ways. Your hands wipe away our tears and comfort our weary bodies. Each day is full of mercy and forgiveness. Like the psalmist, we will make you our place of refuge and our dwelling place. In you, we find hope, we have peace, hope, and continue loving care. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. 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 What time is it?
It's just time.
What's the best number of our lessons, Ron? 13. What's the date today?
February 24th, 2019.
Last Sunday this month. And what's the title of our lesson?
Living with God's loving assurance.
Amen. Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Number one, question number one. What do the lion, adder, and dragon have in common?
No. Verse 13.
Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet.
Yep.
Okay, because I was not kidding.
Agree. I agree with you. What you read is also true.
Okay.
But that's where it comes.
Okay. Question number two. What is the definition of refuge? What is the definition of refuge?
money.
She's right in a way.
In a way.
Refuge. That's just one way that she said. It's a condition of being safe.
Oh, okay.
That's what refuge is.
For safe.
Condition of being safe.
Okay. All right. Being safe.
Number 3. Question number 3. What is terror? What is terror?
The death. Extreme fear.
You pull that out there.
It says in verse number 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night. Terror is being afraid. Terror is being afraid.
Fear.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to have to make them a little harder then. Y'all jumping on them.
Number 4. What is pestilence?
Plague or disease. The plague or disease.
You should put that back. All right. What do you think? What do you think, Pastor?
Give me some more.
What is pestilence?
You got that in your purse?
The word pestilence is the verb which means plague or disease. This part of Psalm 91 is based out natural and man-made forces of evil can work against people and their community and bring about death and destruction. Death and destruction.
Okay.
All right. Number 5. Who dwells in the secret place?
Wisdom, he, verse 1. He that dwells in the secret place of the Lord is the shadow of the Almighty.
What do you think about that, Pastor? Yeah? New, close?
Said what?
What do you think about it? Is that agreeable to you? Who dwells in the secret place? We do.
It says he that dwells.
Yeah, I said he. She said he. She did.
In the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. He.
Yes.
So who is he?
That's what he.
Huh? No, and he was talking about us. He wasn't talking about Jesus.
All right? Now, for the pastor's pen. What he said. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Amen. That's the end of our session.
Get hard. Make you study. Gonna make you study. She's passing out the jump starts. She just folded up and looked at it or nothing.
What can you look at? No, ma'am.
That's what I like to see on your post. On the post.
Praise and Worship Hour. Songs of Inspiration.